What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Elite Suite, and today I'm bringing you the weekly market update. This is a big one because FUT Birthday and Player of the Month will be released tomorrow, and we might be seeing a little bit of drop in prices. Now, whether this is a crash or not, I'm not really sure. It just depends on the promotions that are released, along with the packs, the lightning rounds, and how they do damage control with SBCs and those Team of the Week Squad Building Challenge Guarantee packs. Just a lot of stuff to talk about. So before we get started, go ahead and drop a sub if you're new to the channel, and at the end, drop a like if it helps you out. So, as I said, the market's going to take a small dip in prices this weekend, especially at the end of the Weekend League. With the Weekend League, the prices should stay relatively stable just because people are still picking up cards for their teams. But once we get over here to Monday, and there's no entry requirements, obviously, so nothing you can do for trading right there. And there's not going to be any entry requirements until it looks like the end of FUT Birthday. So we'll deal with that in next week's market update. So it's all about how the market is going to drop. Will it be a lot? Will it be a little? That's really undeterminable right now. All I can tell you is that it really can't go up. It's been stable for a few weeks now, and there's no chance that lightning rounds, which are probable, big promotions, 100K packs, there's no way that this market is going to stay stable and not drop at least a little bit. And it actually has already started because the hype before I guess the calm before the storm, it's already caused the prices to drop slightly. As you can see from FUT Economist's tweet, I probably didn't put it on the screen, but I'll explain what it says. FUT Economist tweeted out that the market had dropped 3.5 points on the index just this morning from what it was yesterday. So that's actually a pretty significant amount if you guys actually keep track of that. You can find it on FUTBin if you guys want to keep track of that from now on. But that's actually a pretty significant amount. That's about 2 weeks of change in about a day. So the crash before the crash, I guess you will, has already begun. But I have a feeling that it's going to continue to drop in price. Now, there are a few ways you can still make profit, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys how to do. But the smartest thing to do going into this is to liquidate all your cards. So, basically what I'm saying is that if you have any card that is, used in Weekend League quite a bit, probably like this Smalling is probably my most elite card right now. I've already liquidated all my big cards. I had an Informed De Bruyne. I had a whole bunch of Informed Gomez cards as investments, and I dumped all those already and got my coins, whatever I could get from them before this weekend ends, because you just don't want to lose out on so many coins. Now, I've seen so many people this year go into Weekend League buying their teams on Thursdays and Fridays and then selling them on Mondays and Sunday nights, and they end up losing just as many coins off of selling the players for so much less than what they got them for as they do by making the coins back in the pack. So don't let that be you. Go ahead and be smart about it. Go into this weekend, hopefully maybe even using a smaller team. The prices could be beginning to drop on Friday even, because that's when the promotions start for FUT Birthday. So I'm going to show you guys one way to go ahead and pick up some investments that are still no risk. And that's the investments that you guys want to be focusing on. No risk investments. Now, you could look up cards individually and try to snipe, but this is actually quite a good way, and I've picked up a ton of cards doing this. Just set the buy now at 10,000 to 10,250, scroll across, and then sometimes, if you're lucky, there will be a couple of informs right there, and there's a Capino as we speak. First search, we got one. So that's a card that quick sells for 9,882 coins, as you guys can see right here. 9,882 coins, which means you're risking 118 coins per card, and that card is only really gonna go up because there's a possible Team of the Week 28 Squad Building Challenge Guarantee, along with Player of the Month SBC, which is going to be dropping at 11:30 a.m. UK, which is 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then with FUT Birthday Team of the Week SBCs, obviously it will rise a little bit as well. So that's just something you guys want to look at. So I've already picked up some. Just focus on the informs. Ignore ignore the Irish cards for now. I've picked up all these informs for pretty cheap, about 10,000 coins, 9,900 coins even. So you guys get the point of that. I'm only going in to this promotion with no risk investments. there's nothing I can really lose other than about 118 coins per card, or if I got it for 9,900, I'm only losing 18 coins per card, which they've already risen to about 11 to 12k. So that's one way if you guys want to pick up cheap cards. It's a good filter for it. But let's go ahead and start talking about the St. Paddy's Day card now. With the St. Patrick's Day cards being the exact same rating as the actual Irish cards, there's really no other use for these cards other than looking good and being used in Squad Building Challenge. And EA know this, which is why I have just a slight feeling that they might use Republic of Ireland St. Paddy's Day cards going in to this POTM, especially because it's the POTM following St. Patrick's Day. So it's quite likely that the March POTM might need some St. Patrick's Day cards. Right now, these St. Paddy's Day cards are going for about 10,000 coins, especially in the Premier League, which is what you're going to want to focus on. I mean, you can still get them from the second league, but they're going for about, looks like 9.5 to 10,000 coins right now. But you can actually get them on open bid for a lot cheaper than that if you guys really wanted to. You just go through and bid on them for about 7.1, 6.8, and you'll be surprised on how many you actually get. Hopefully there's not too many people that watch this video and end up, you know, outbidding each other. I know I don't have too much influence on the market, but if everybody's focused on the same thing, obviously it won't work as well. But hopefully a couple of you guys are able to pick up some good deals. I wouldn't spend more than 9k per card on them. And there's a ton of them up on the market right now. So if you guys wanted to go pick them up on bid, it seems like a very, very solid time to do so. So I just went out and I bid on a whole bunch of them. I bid on a whole bunch of them before we actually started the video. And it looks like I ended up winning one of them for 7,000 coins. So just like that, I've made almost probably around 3,000 coins. As you can see, some of them go up to about 9k, but we got this Wayland, luckily, for 7,000 coins, and that's what I got basically all the other ones on my transfer list for as well. So it's easy profit. There's no risk if you get them for 7k, because that's what they quick sell for. They quick sell for, I believe, 6.9k, but pretty much no risk. So that's what you guys got to focus on, and I know I just really wanted to stress that. Don't go into this promotion with any cards that have a chance of going down. Just go in with the no-risk investments. With the Team of the Week SBC guarantees, if you haven't already invested in these 83, 84, 85 rated cards, it's probably too late, but if you have invested in them, you have two choices. You sell into the hype and make that profit, or you can hold on to them and hope to God that there is a squad building challenge. But the thing about this is, if you are right, and there is going to be a Team of the Week SBC 28 tomorrow, and there's a Ronaldo and a Neymar in form in packs, so this is not unlikely. You could end up tripling your coins just like that. So that's a risk that is up to you. Now, this is one of those times where I'm not going to tell you 100% to sell into the hype, even though I probably would still, even though I already sold my 83s through 85s, I probably would sell into the hype. But you can take that risk. It could really pay off. That's just go with your gut feeling. Player of the Month March is the next thing I want to talk to you guys about in this weekly update. Player of the Month voting has already ended, and ROMELU Lukaku of Everton ended up winning with the most votes. Now, considering Lukaku had 4 goals and 2 assists in March, he's definitely the front runner going in to the release of POTM. And as I said earlier in the video, POTM drops at 11:30 a.m. UK time. And go ahead and just, you know, calculate what time that is, whatever time zone you are in. Now, Joshua King of Bournemouth, who had 4 goals and 1 assist, is not out of the running. And plus, since he won all 3 games, Bournemouth did, in March, they went undefeated. It could still be an off chance where Joshua King wins. So you could make your investments based off of him. But the only problem with that is, for both Lukaku and Joshua King, these direct relation cards, I don't know how to explain this. The cards that are directly related to each, Lukaku and King, such as Belgians or Belgian informs or Everton cards, those have already risen. So there's no chance of you really coming out with a good investment there. They've already been inflated. And same for Joshua King. Bournemouth players like Harry Arter, the St. Patrick's Day card have already risen a little bit. So it's just not a good thing to go with the cards that have already been inflated. Avoid those outer-violed investments. Avoid those informed Tielemans investments. And go with the off-chance cards. As I said, those St. Paddy's Day cards are great off chances going into this POTM. They're hovering around about 9 to 10K, as we said. And then other investments such as 83 to 85 rated Premier League cards, maybe like Slimani, Giroud, Cahill, Baines, etc., etc. They're all cards that could be used in both the Team of the Week guaranteed SBCs for FUT Birthday and also for POTM, so you got like a double dip at a chance for profit. The last thing I do want to talk about is the European Tour SBC. Now, I uploaded an entire video on this earlier on how to do it for the cheapest possible solution, so you guys can check that out if you want. I'd say for the European Tour, if you guys are going to do this SBC, the best time to do it is probably going to be on Sunday, Monday, or during lightning rounds, picking up those cards on cheap. Now, there's a lot of cards that you're going to be using in these that are non-rare, so you're going to wait till 35k packs are released. If there's a 35k pack lightning round, that's when you're going to be wanting to pick up the non-rare cards. If there's a 100k pack lightning round or a 50k pack lightning round, that's the best time to pick up the rare cards. So that is something to keep in mind throughout the weekend and throughout the next week during FUT Birthday. Now, let me go ahead and conclude this video. Now, our focus this week should be to liquidate our coins into the weekend league hype. There's still time to sell, although the market has kind of dipped a little bit, there is still time to sell. But go ahead and just liquidate all your coins and just start using your, cheap, non-tradable squads if you have them. And then the next thing is just to attempt to profit off of POTM and FUT Birthday SBCs throughout the week. We'll see a lot of FUT Birthday SBCs, I can guarantee it. This might be one of the most profitable weeks with all the new releases, so be sure to play your cards right. And if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments section below, or you can contact me on Twitter as well. Hopefully this helped you out. If it did, make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.